product development and is going to tell us the process of how we collaborate with moms and doctors and take feedback from moms and formulas from doctors, and that's how we make our baby chakra products. So we also have Dr. Pooja here, who's our community expert, and we are going to start this conversation on why, like nobody knows their baby like a mother, right? So that is the reason of getting feedback from mothers, incorporating it, and then coming up with these products. So let's hear it from Kartik, like how is this process and we develop our products.
So, Barkal, first of all, thanks. I guess this kind of session was due in terms of, after launching a couple of products, it's good that the entire parenting and community team have come together to share the message that, what is the ethos behind each product development which happens at Baby Chakra. So, yes, at Baby Chakra, as you very rightly said, a mother knows best for their child, and each child, each baby is unique. So, and one of the more fundamentals of developing a product, it's always listening to your customers, and this actually becomes the DNA for any product development. And at Baby Chakra, it is one step ahead because we are developing baby products. Plus, never settle, don't settle is our motto. Care comes first is something what we are very closely associated with. So when the word care comes in, obviously there are a lot of prerequisites that as a product development team also what we need to check, that does the product contain any, should not contain any parabens, sulfates, or phenoxyethanol, or so a lot of things what we see that okay, are there out there in the market, but we do a background research about each ingredients. And especially the insider club community, the moms, they help us out a lot in terms of understanding, trying to make us understand each baby, how they are unique, what are their skin conditions, what does their baby like. And it is from your ingredients to designing to sampling to feedbacks, every aspect is something is what we cover in Baby Chakra within the entire product development process.
Wow, I think like you literally gave me a gist. I think that there's a lot that goes into producing each product, that like the product portfolio that we have. So like tell us more about the insider club that we have.
So we have this insider club. Very interestingly, we created this during the COVID times. So previously, before COVID, we used to have sessions. We used to call mom in offices, make them try the products, have a good, healthy discussion around, what did they feel, how did the product feel, what was the after feel. We used to have a lot of discussions around ingredients. So when COVID hit everyone, the entire norm changed. So for us also, changing from physical to kind of going digital in terms of product sampling and getting the approvals, that was very difficult. But kudos to all our moms, everyone was so prompt in responding. Everyone was very much prompt whenever we used to tell them, okay, let's get on a Zoom call, we want to understand your experience in detail with the product. So everyone welcomed this initiative with open arms. And today I would like to thank everyone, to take, they have taken so much of time out during that time and helped us a lot in terms of developing each product.
Right. So now moving to Dr. Pooja. Dr. Pooja, why don't you tell us like how do the doctors contribute in making these products? Like now we heard how are the moms contributing. I would like to know how are the doctors contributing.
So, hi everybody. I am Dr. Pooja, a community expert, and to give a hearsay about how a doctor is formulating it or co-curating it, what we call it about, it's very unique. It's a very unique strategy and a very unique propaganda which helps. So when any samples which come to us, we try and read the ingredients first. We try and understand what the label says, what are the behind meanings of it, which as a consumer, which every person generally does when they are buying the product. Secondly is how we try it on ourselves first, and then we try it and give it to our immediate family. So it goes through us, and then it helps us to understand that yes, this is the smell is really good, the texture is very soft, the application is quite easy and simple. So these are the few things which we really look upon. And plus the sustainability, as in how long can the product be sustained on the skin, the after effects, the math that all these people do really work on. So we are the first users of the products, and it's really very very beautiful, I can say. And the smell that every particular has, because of its natural ingredient, is retained in the product. So even after the 8 hours of after the use of the product, maybe it's a moisturizer or a talcum powder, it's still there. So that is how I can say that this is beautifully designed by the team.
Right, right. Kartik, you're also a new dad, right?
Yeah.
Tell us like how did you try these products on your baby and what was the result of it?
So the results were definitely amazing. So I remember when I started off my journey as product development and baby chakra, my wife was expecting. And the very first round of Inside the Club sampling which we did, so I had all wishes all over from the community, all the blessings. So with that going forward, when very first product what my baby has ever used is a baby chakra product. And till date we are using baby chakra products. I remember a specific incidents wherein we were developing diaper rash cream, and we had just gotten the samples from the vendor, in terms of this is the probable formulation. Doctors had vetted it out in terms of, okay, this is a good to go formulation thing. So we had just got the first sample, then my baby had a rash, and immediately I applied, and next day I see there's no rash at all.
Wow.
So this is something immediately I texted them
Yeah. Like instantly this happened.
instantly. So like 12
Wow.
hours, rashes were gone.
And I remember struggling with like diaper rashes like for like at least 3 4 days. Like what all have I tried? Like I think making your baby sit in a warm water
Right,
bath and then applying like breast milk. Like I've tried everything and it still took me like at least 3 to 4 days to get rid of those nasty rashes when my daughter used to have them.
right. So
But
and
this is what, like your experience is like mind blowing. I think everybody must try.
And
Like,
there was this one time when he had also developed facial rashes, because where I live, it gets quite cold. So it was winters that time, and we were launching coconut oil. So surprisingly, the oil did not freeze. Number one.
Wow.
Second is that when I applied the oil, again, I guess I have a before and after pic of it. Within like next morning, the entire rashes were, and those rashes were pretty bad.
wow. I think all of us would like to see like one of those pictures. I will request Andrea to put it down in comments so that our users can also see the like I mean this is the kind of products that everybody would want to use for their baby.
Right.
And also like economically our price points are still competitive. They are not like very high or though we are like curated with with moms and doctors.
Right.
Yeah. So and also like coconut oil not freezing is like the
Yeah.
ultimate
So,
test
so
of a virgin
naturally the
coconut.
coconut oil freezes. So we have, ours is 100% organic, virgin cold pressed coconut oil. So it will freeze. So it should freeze, but it didn't freeze at that point of time. So a bit of warming up of the palm, and it was easy for us to apply.
That's really nice to hear. So Dr. Pooja, tell us what are the other ways that we can use like baby chakra coconut oil?
See, nowadays we have these rains coming in, seasons are changing. We have these mosquito repellent or the spray that we are using. We have vapor patches. Okay, these are a few very very. tried and tested products. I have used them for my kids. And when we are using the vapor patch where we apply it over the blanket, right, not directly onto the skin or not or onto the clothes, the that is very very helpful for the child who is having a little bit of sneezing at night, and you might feel that the child might catch a cold next day. Okay, the best way I use the mosquito repellent one was when I had an outing. So we just went on a holiday before the school started, just as a camping experience for my kids, and I used this mosquito repellent for these kids. Earlier, they were like, I don't want to use this. This is not a part. I'm like, just try it out. It is going to be very helpful. And my elder one is very conscious of what he uses. So when I applied to him, it was he said that what is this? This smells amazing. So the ingredient which Baby Chakra is using is very very kids friendly, and secondly, both my kids loved it. They are in love with the vapor patches also, because next day they don't get to miss the school. They're like, please do this to please let me use this, and I'm off to school. I don't want to miss because of COVID. They've already missed all of the fun, and now that they want to get back to school, they have a solution already. So I thank Baby Chakra because I have good things to take care in this, in these monsoons as well.
Especially, I think like the vapor patches during monsoons are a must have in like every mother's like, vanity, because that like, like if my daughter just goes down to play and she's going to come back with a cough and cold, then like either I'm missing out on her playtime, which is quite essential for toddlers, or I'm not sending her to school next day again, which will hamper their social development. So,
Correct.
so I think vapor patches are a must-have. Also, like whenever my daughter goes down, ever since she was born, even before I joined Baby Chakra, she always like I always put mosquito patches, and only like we live in Bangalore, and Bangalore is known for its like rain. It can rain anytime in
Right.
Bangalore, right? And so we have like mosquito infestations quite often. So if we step out, like we don't step out, like, and I've seen like you, my friends, like adult grown up people, they're like, oh wow, we had no idea that something like this exists, right? Like a sticker that you put on clothes and like you won't get mosquito bites, and they were like, oh, we are all of us are going to use it. It can be used not just by children but also by adults.
Correct.
Very versatile product to have is our mosquito patches, and maybe even vapor patches. I should try it next
Also,
time.
Barka, of vapor patch, like most of the vapor balms, also what we studied. What happens is once you put the vapor balm, it kind of makes your entire skin very greasy. Plus, it kind of causes some kind of irritation in the skin and eye area, due to which usually what happens is people only tend to use the vapor balms only when the baby is sleeping or when we are sleeping. With the vapor patch, what you can do is you can also go out. So there are days when everyone feels under the weather. So it's designed for babies, but obviously as you said, even adults can use it, right? So in the case of vapor patch also, when someone is feeling under the weather, a bit of cold, they can simply stick a patch and then they can do their daily routine.
Right. And I think our vapor patches are like one of a kind. I don't think I've seen like many in market. Like I remember before Baby Chakra, of course, like I had told like my friends to get them from US because they were coming down,
Correct,
and
correct.
and I did not know anybody who was like making, or if these kind of patches being available in India for kids especially. Like for our kids, like we say, we want the best, and what
Right,
is better than that comes from a mother's feedback and then with a doctor's expertise, and that's how all our products are made.
correct.
So I think like through this conversation we are helping so many moms make like the right choice, the right kind of products that they need to buy for their kids. But like our products are completely free of phenoxyethanol, right,
Yeah,
Kat?
yeah.
So tell us
And
like a
all
little,
products
yeah.
have natural fragrances.
Tell us a little bit more about phenoxyethanol and why should we not choose any product, any baby product that is.
Oxygenol is majorly a preservative which is used into product formulations to maintain the antimicrobial activity levels, at stability levels of the formulation. But there have been studies which have recently started coming up in terms of the phenoxyethanol can be a great irritant to the skin. And there is a particular dosage of phenoxyethanol which is recommended, but since at Baby Chakra care comes first, we have that philosophy that even if certain things is allowed at a percentage, but once we know that it's not to be used, it can have some harm to our babies, let's not use it at all. Let's find natural alternatives for it. So that's how we developed, we just researched about various other preservatives, and that's how we have used natural preservatives in our formulations.
Right, and also I think in Europe, EU, European countries, phenoxyethanol is completely banned from, in products. But I think in India it is still allowed. But if we have the choice, like to not buy products with
Correct.
phenoxyethanol, I think all of us would want to do that.
Right.
Yeah. So I think this was quite an interesting chat, and now our viewers will be able to make like the right choice for their kids. And thank you so much for taking out time and talking to us about uh, the the process in which our products are made, Karthik. Really appreciate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pooja.
Thank
Any last comments for our viewers, Karthik, Dr. Pooja?
Say that stay tuned to Baby Chakra. We are, as a family, as a community, we always think of our moms and babies first, and that's how we also develop products.
And we
And
have like such a big arsenal of products now in line, right? Like we are launching so many new exciting products
correct. Yes,
that,
yes,
like we should be looking forward to,
yes,
right?
absolutely.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.